Greetings and welcome everyone to AYCG Moviecast, episode 302. I'm one of your hosts, Jim Gast, joined by Mike Sneedy.
What's up?
Corey Feinsod.
Yo.
And Tony Korkanakis.
Hey.
That's it?
Yep,
All right. Welcome, listeners, to the AYCG Moviecast. We got a lot. Holy crap! Do we have a lot of news? I'm not even gonna
Comic-Con.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna. We're just not even gonna waste any time. Box office right now. Your charts were Star Trek.
You said we're not wasting any time.
Star Trek Beyond, man, it opened at 60 million.
Is that good or bad for it?
It's mediocre.
I think it's bad.
No, it's not bad. It's fine.
It's not good though, Jim.
No, it's mediocre.
Good.
Yeah, it was number one, but it needs to do very well internationally now.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Beat out.
Yep.
It got beat in UK actually by some other movie.
Oh, did it? Secret Life of Pets, Lights Out, Ice Age, and Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters did 21 million still. That's
enough.
Pretty good, right?
I guess.
What was it, like a 55% drop off or something?
That's not too bad. I mean, you expect 50% drop off.
So at 210, it's 21 million for the weekend. What's the total box office for this thing?
For what, Ghostbusters?
Yeah, whatever. Doesn't matter.
Probably makes it like 65 or something.
Doesn't matter.
I will find out for you right now. That's what this is for.
What's for?
My phone.
The
It's at
internet.
122.
All right, 122. Whoopity-doo. All right, Comic-Con happened, guys. Comic-Con. So we have a
San
shit
Diego
ton.
Comic-Con.
Yeah, not New York, because that'll be happening in October, and Tony, myself, and Mike. Oh, Corey will be there, but maybe Mike?
Depends on how tomorrow goes.
Yes, that's right. They're going on... Well, we're not going to say that. Sorry. They're not going on sale. You don't want to look over there. So, all right. Let's get into the Comic-Con news, though. That's like leading our headlines here. So, a plethora of trailers. Smorgasbord of trailers.
You can trailer.
All You Can Trailer came out. So, trailers obviously do not translate well to a podcast. However, we're going to talk about them. We'll probably link them on our YouTube page as well, so you can see them. So, let's just start it off right away with Justice League. Let's get into the DC universe. Talk about Justice League's trailer. What'd you guys think?
I mean, I am super hyped because I want Ben Affleck, the Batfleck, to kill it, and it was just.
He will do a lot of killing.
Time.
Yeah, he's gonna be killing him.
Yeah, they're parademons, I guess.
So it looks like Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice wasn't really Dawn of Justice. It was just Batman vs Superman, because this is the movie where looks like he's recruiting people.
Yeah. So, how I see it is, they should have, like you're saying, Jim, they should have kind of done more with the Justice League, I think, to prepare this movie than they had in the previous one, if you're going to call it Dawn of Justice. But here it looks like you're going to get probably 75 minutes of him getting people on his team.
Yeah. That's
half of it's definitely gonna be him just recruiting.
Yeah, and I don't really know how I feel about that Flash costume. I really don't.
The Flash costume I don't have a problem with. I think Aquaman is just... that scene, I didn't like that scene at all.
You know, he was not good in Conan.
No. He plays the same character, so everybody...
He plays himself, some big
broody, moody, grumpy, muscular dude.
Well,
yeah.
What would you have wanted from him in the Aquaman role?
Aquaman?
Well, it's not that... It's fine how they cast him.
Aquaman is
casting. I think it's good. It's just I didn't like the scene. Why has he got to be such a brooding, like you said, a brooding character where we had that with Superman? I need some more levity from these characters.
Mm-hmm.
Talk. Okay.
That's what Flash is for.
Oh. Right.
Yeah, you're gonna get a little bit of comedy, obviously, from the Flash, his role.
They tried to make this a lighter trailer, with the whole. Did he say no? He said no. Whatever. I mean, there was jokes.
More or less.
Do you think we get a better color palette?
They show,
definitely looks like it already. I mean, Wonder Woman. I think not to move on, but like the Wonder Woman costume, I think looks great in the.
We can talk about Wonder Woman at the same time, so that's fine. And I think that trailer was fine too. I like that trailer. Again, that might be the best DC movie we've seen.
I think it was good contrast with how kind of dark World War One is, and with the characters coming in as a kind of a light, and the costume obviously shines in this because it's just in your face where everything else is kind of brown, and then the costume's like this blue and red, and then the lasso is obviously stands out tremendously
because it's glowing. Yeah,
because it's glowing.
But anyway, Justice League. I mean, I don't know. This is my whole criticism from the beginning. You know, ever since we heard about their whole, oh, you know what, we're doing a connected universe too. It's like, all right, you guys really just rushed this shit, and it's so obvious because, you know, Ben Affleck as Bruce Wayne is just going around being the Nick Fury. I'm assembling a team to fight this force that may or may not come. It's like, okay, all right, and that's literally what Flash is like. Yeah, I'm in. I need some friends. It's like, all right, guess we're going for that Marvel humor angle now. Like,
oh, hey, it works. It's proven.
I guess it's damned if
for
you
Marvel.
No, it's damned if you do, damned if you don't. If it's too unlike Marvel, oh, this isn't a superhero movie. If it's too Marvel, oh, it's the Marvel angle. So what do you want from them?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe like the Dark Knight trilogy. That was fine.
They did that already.
So they can't repeat their success?
They can't do the exact same thing again. No.
But that's what they did with Batman versus Superman and Man
They
of Steel.
tried to, yeah. I didn't have a problem, as big a problem with most people with Batman v Superman. I thought it was a decent movie. Actually, I thought it was a good movie. I liked it.
Yeah,
I know you want more, Tony, but again, Batfleck is
like we're going
my
good
favorite on screen. Yeah, I'd say it's good. I would give it over a 7.
Oh my god. Okay.
So,
and
yes, I want more from this, and I do not like Zack Snyder. Like, I don't have much faith in him, and from what I've seen, it's just I'm not too excited. I'm really worried about what they're gonna.
Yeah, but I mean, that's fine. Anyway, we know exactly. This is my criticism of Batman vs Superman. We know exactly how this movie is gonna play out. I guarantee it. You know, at least this is gonna be like 50% right. Like, oh man, he goes around recruiting all these people for the Justice League. Darkseid comes towards the
Parademons.
And parademons, and somehow Superman gets resurrected, during some part of the movie, probably the middle, towards the end. They might have to fight him because he might be bad for a little bit, and something happens, and he'll turn around.
The team gets disbanded for a second, but then they realize they have to come back together to fight for justice. Yeah, we all know what's going to happen because it's been played out.
With the exception of Winter Soldier, what Marvel movie surprised you with what happened in it?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't have a problem with that.
You know what's
going to happen. Fine. It's just a matter of execution.
None of those movies you knew what was going to happen based on one trailer.
Well, in the trailer, the BVS trailer.
Where were you?
Giant Man. It shocked me.
Well, Lego ruined that.
See, I didn't see that part, so Giant Man for me was fine. I'm just saying, didn't know that was going to be in there. But DC, I like I said, the Wonder Woman trailer looked much better than the Justice League trailer. Her color scheme, first of all, which we've talked about we've talked about it before, how dark Zack Snyder's movies look. They look like they're all washed out. Her costume immediately looks better with the better color scheme, brighter images. And so I'm looking forward to that. Now, the Justice League side of things, I feel that it would have been a better idea to kill Superman in that movie. Spoilers. In that movie, rather than have him in Batman vs Superman die, because I think that would have made more sense in Justice League to unite them.
Yeah.
The Coulson effect. Just saying. So I don't know. I liked. It's not like I'm not excited for this movie, because I am. I'm gonna go see it. We all know this. All the three of us here will see it. I can't guarantee Tony's gonna see this movie. You probably will still. It's Justice League. You're gonna go see.
Yeah,
Justice
I'll
League.
see it.
Yeah,
and then I'll laugh at it, just like I did Batman versus Superman.
Maybe. What if it's what if it gets like a 95 from reviewers, critics? You
want to bet? You want to bet on that?
Not a chance. I'm just saying, what if? Like, you can't write it off right now. You're already writing it off.
I can write it off. They're 0 for 2 right now.
But they had to shake up. There's so many good things going on at DC now.
He's still at the helm. Zack Snyder's still at the helm. But
he's not a leash.
We'll see. We'll see.
Well,
I will say Suicide Squad and Wonder Woman will determine how enthusiastic I am.
Oh,
in
and then
Justice League.
we did get a full like Suicide Squad trailer. Did anybody check that out? That was really good. I liked that trailer, the last trailer.
I didn't see
didn't
much
see it.
new stuff, so I
haven't
don't
seen
know
one
what
of
you mean.
those.
There was a little more Joker, expanded Joker parts.
I
There
didn't see
were.
it just because it's so close to release. I just want to watch the movie at this point.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I wish I could go that opening weekend, but I will be unfortunately out of town. So, Corey, you're going to be our Tony. You'll probably go see it, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
So I'm gonna go the week after, probably with Mike, right?
Yeah, probably.
So 2 of you guys, 2 of the podcasters will see it, and 2 of us will see it later. So, but that's coming up quick. Expect a spoiler cast for that one. So, what else we had trailer wise? Let's see what we got.
Wonder Woman. Do we want to talk about that? I just wanted to
Go ahead.
mention that. To me, it definitely felt like Captain America, like the first one. You know, the first
Yeah,
Avenger. Like,
it definitely
just,
had that feel. Yeah.
you know, origin, like literally somebody out of their element. You know, like doesn't fit in this world, kind of thing. So, you know, war soldiers and all that crap. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think
No,
so.
there's a really good imagery in that movie, like when she's got the shield and all those bullets are flying by her. That was a good
And I'm-
sequence, and
I like
definitely.
the lasso too. I'm not sure if it changed from Batman v Superman, but it looked better in this.
I don't
trailer.
think it glowed
Hey.
in Batman v Superman, did it?
It didn't it when she lassoed Doomsday?
Maybe.
I think it
might
did.
It might have. It just, yeah, definitely looks better here. It definitely showing off. I think that they probably want to do like a shields can be a cool weapon. Let's make a lasso a cool weapon kind
Yeah.
of thing. So
I'm
I'm excited to see what they can do. And this is what the first kind of big superhero female
Yeah.
character to hit the screen. So
Yeah.
hopefully they don't screw it up. And it's a female director too, right?
Yes.
So
All right.
Also, hold on. I have to retort to one comment that Mike just made a minute or two ago about what Marvel movie like didn't come out the way we thought it. Iron Man 3? It's like so divisive.
Well, was anything like surprising?
but Trevor,
Oh, yeah, no,
Like the
no.
twist?
The biggest twist is that you didn't get the character you thought you would. There's a bad surprise. Okay,
Oh, bad surprise.
let's put
Okay.
bad surprises in. All right, good
Okay.
job, Marvel.
I'm pretty sure Iron Man 3 made more than Batman v Superman worldwide.
Did it?
Worldwide, it might have.
well,
They're-
definitely made
those
like
two are
close to
close.
$400 million.
I would watch Batman v Superman 10 times before I watch Iron Man 3 again. 10
I
times.
wouldn't.
Iron Man 3 was.
I will
pretty-
never watch Batman v Superman again.
Iron Man 3 was pretty bad.
Yeah, I don't even think Iron Man 3 was bad. I just don't think it was a very interesting movie. It just really was there to. I don't even know if it was there for. Like
I don't know either because
Tony Stark's, post-traumatic disorder.
that's what it was about, really. Dealing with the stress of saving the world.
PTSD.
yeah.
PTSD. Like
Yeah, something
I
like
think
that.
there was
Almost
one more,
dying
one more
towards-
word in there, one more letter. I was like
Space?
trying to think of it. Yeah.
it's all right. I mean, as opposed to Superman just being mopey for no reason,
Yeah.
Batman being a psychopath.
We got the speaking of Batman, the
Yeah.
possible best DC trailer at the Comic-Con. Another possible best, as I said, Wonder Woman was, but Lego Batman.
I need to go back and just say I actually like the Justice League trailers, but that's okay. Keep going, guys.
I said that I'm looking forward to it, and I didn't hate the trailer. I said that, but Lego Batman looks great.
Like I said, I love the Batfleck. I mean, I'm excited to see what he can do. It's just I don't want to see him recruiting for half a movie.
That's what we're gonna get. Looks like that's
I know.
what it looks like.
I don't know why. I don't think it's going to be 70 minutes of that, though. You really think it's
Really?
going to be most of the movie?
You really
Most
think
of
He
the
it's
has to recruit Aquaman, Flash,
Cyborg?
Cyborg. And, I mean, they have to do the
and
cyborg
Resurrect
origin.
Superman.
Yeah.
And they have to do the cyborg origin. They can't just be
And
like,
they're gonna
oh,
do
just some
the Flash
robotic
origin
dude.
and the
Yeah.
Aquaman origin.
Yeah.
They gotta do all those origins.
And they have to explain how Lex Luthor came up with their design logos.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I guess. I don't know.
If they did that all in less than an hour, I'd be impressed. In a well done way. Not this. Oh look, let me click on this link and oh look, there's all these videos here showing your origins.
To me, that doesn't excite. It doesn't excite for Justice League. really. There's not much going on there. It just really showed you the characters, and that was it. So,
Yeah. Lego Batman trailer. Like I said, looks great. Looks fantastic. That's next February. One of the movies I'm looking forward to from
Oh yeah,
Definitely
I'm
looking forward to it.
surprised. I mean, I know that you went back and you enjoyed Lego
Yeah.
movie later on, but
The best part of that movie, though, was Batman. The best part of that movie was Batman.
First
So-
It's not Chris Miller or is it Chris Miller? It's Chris Miller and Phil Lord, right? It's not those two guys.
Oh, it's not the same people? I thought it was the same people doing Lego
thought it
movies.
was.
It's the guy that made Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies.
Oh, he's doing the Lego Batman movie? Oh, I thought it was the same guys doing the Lego movie, huh?
Oh. Lord
Okay.
and Miller.
But anyways,
It's the same. It's the same act. I mean, well,
I thought the trailer was great with the Robin.
He's not really Robin, but he's Robin.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
weird. Some orphan kid that he drunkenly adopted.
Yep, I like that. I think it looks funny. I can't wait to see this movie. So
Yeah, it definitely looks, big budget and stuff. Because I mean, there's Lego Batman movies out right now. It's just this one is full featured.
Anything else you guys want to add for this one?
Yeah,
DC?
that's good.
Or
Just,
I didn't watch
Warner
it.
Brothers in general.
What?
Are you talking about Warner Brothers in general, or just
No,
DC?
just the
Oh.
Lego Batman trailer.
Oh.
Moving on. Let's talk about Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Did you guys see that one? I know you guys probably Mike doesn't care about that one.
No.
Tony, I don't think you would care about that one. I care about that one.
I mean, I'm
Corey?
excited to go back
Yeah.
to the world of Potterverse.
I had to explain to my brother Tim, who guest appearance on the podcast last week, what that was. He's like, "What is?" He's like, "Is this like a new universe?" I'm like, "No, it's the same universe. It's just earlier in time." That's what we got. So I'm looking forward to it being a Harry Potter prequel.
This trailer was really good.
Yeah, and it was. Yeah, and I think that actually Colin Farrell looks like he's going to be pretty awesome in this. I don't know why, but I think he looks pretty awesome in this.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm sure I'll see it at some point. I don't care to watch the trailers for it. I'd rather just go in and not know anything.
Yeah. Let's see what else we got. We've got Doctor Strange, new Doctor Strange trailer. Which, by the way, when I watched it the first time, I'm like, "Is this a new trailer?" Like, I had to go back and watch the other trailer. I'm sorry. The movie looks so weird. It's not like I'm not going to see the movie, but
It's like Inception.
yes, yeah. So I'm gonna go see it, but I have lower expectations for it. I really do. Like, is anybody excited for this?
I think it looks pretty good.
I'm excited just because it brings the magic, more magic to the Marvel universe rather than just.
Yeah.
It's
stuff.
another
It
aspect
definitely
of
is
the Marvel
exciting
universe.
to see, what they're going to be introducing into the Marvel verse now
Yeah.
with this character and how it's going to affect other films going forward.
Yeah, it definitely does. And I know that part of it, but not to play on words, it's such a strange trailer. Yeah, I mean, it's just like a strange character for what we've been used to in the Marvel Universe. And that word sums it up perfectly.
I understand what you're saying because it's magical.
Yeah, it's different. It looks different. It looks... it just doesn't... I don't know. It's just new.
Because, I mean, as far as characters we've seen on the big screen, hardly any of them have been, like, mainstream characters before they hit the cinematic.
I'm not saying mainstream. I'm just like... Yeah, you're right. I know. But Captain America was.
I'm saying hardly any. I didn't say all of them. I'm saying Iron Man was not a big character before Iron Man.
He's
Robert
like
Downey Jr.
a B-list.
Yeah,
He wasn't quite
really
B-list. He was like A- at that point. He was pretty well known.
He's a known character, but he's the guy that you like. Okay, well,
You put him on a team. He's not a solo guy.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
And then like Hulk was big, but he really didn't. He wasn't a main character that you're gonna like bank on. Like,
Yeah.
failed movie already, So like, Ant-Man can't say he was big. Yeah, so I think they
How
turn
dare
characters.
you, Corey? How dare you say he can't be that big? How dare you?
Well, we know he can be, I guess, now. But I think that they did a great job of taking characters that are kind of foreground characters. Not the ones you think of. I mean, when you think of big time superhero characters back then. I mean, now obviously that's what people.
Absolutely, 100%. That's what I said about Guardians of the Galaxy. They must care about a talking raccoon and a CGI tree, like a tree folk.
Mm-hmm. And then they turned them into these iconic characters, our household names now.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they're going to do something similar with Doctor Strange. Because, like, again, he's a character people really don't know anything about, don't really know what his story is, and he's got a pretty interesting story. And that animated movie was really good, so
Yeah.
I'm excited for it. It's going to be interesting, to say the least. And I like the actors. Matt Mikkelsen's
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
The casting, I think, that's one thing Marvel does. They nailed the casting.
And yeah, I like
So-
Benedict Cumberbatch. Is
Mhm.
awesome.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, he's like casting Patrick Stewart for Professor X. He
Mhm.
was
does.
born to play that
yeah,
character.
he was
Yeah.
born for that character. All right. We also got the.
Oh, one thing really quick before we move on. I didn't expect the one joke because the first trailer was, for the most part, pretty serious, and this one was pretty serious, except towards the end. I don't know why. It really made me chuckle. This is
Oh,
out
no.
of place with the trailer. Where he's like, "What is this? My magical name or something like that?" He's like, "It's our Wi-Fi password. We're not savages." I was like, "Oh my god." Like, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right. We also
Moving
got finishing up the movie trailers that we want to talk about is the Kong trailer, which I know Corey and I both really like that trailer. I thought it looked awesome, and knowing how much of a train wreck King Kong was, I'm psyched for this actually. Which is I wasn't up until that trailer, so they did its job, which is
Yeah,
what
I'll
a
have to
trailer's
watch
supposed to
that.
do.
Because, like you just said, I was so disappointed with Jackson's.
Yeah.
King. I was just like, "Ugh."
I don't know. John Goodman, I don't know why, but he's got that aura. It's perfect for him. Instead of Jack Black, he's
Yeah.
got a better presence.
Well, he definitely seems more like evil too
Yeah,
in this.
yeah.
Like he's scheming more. And Loki, what's his name? Tom Hiddleston.
Hiddleston.
Yeah, he looks great in this. And
Yeah.
the Captain Marvel girl's in this as well.
Yep.
Uh,
Yep. That's what I was going to get to next.
that
Way to break the news, Corey. We were going to get into that next, but okay. But yeah, so that looks really
I'm
good.
excited. And like King Kong, he looks huge. And this is supposed to be in the same universe as Godzilla. So he's gonna fight Godzilla at some point.
Oh, okay. It definitely is. Okay, I didn't know that was confirmed yet, but okay.
Like 40 years.
Like the U.S. Godzilla, the one we just saw.
Right.
Okay.
Gareth Edwards Godzilla.
Okay.
I think that it takes place 40 years before that movie.
Oh, all right. Cool.
Uh,
Let's get into
I'm
Marvel
surprised
news.
you didn't mention the Legend of the Hidden Temple, Jim. Come on.
I didn't watch the trailer. But I want to talk about. There's so much Marvel stuff to talk about now that we have to move into Marvel. A couple.
Which sequel, by the way, I just wanted to mention that real quick. It was shown at Comic-Con as The Woods, and nobody knew what it was. Like nobody showed up, and then everybody was talking about it afterwards.
What was it?
Blair Witch.
Oh, the Blair Witch. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I saw the trailer. I didn't see the trailer for that, but I saw it on YouTube, and I'm like, nah, I'm not watching that. Marvel had a bunch of stuff at the show for their TV series and Netflix series. I lump them all together. We mentioned a few podcasts ago the rumor of Ghost Rider, and that now is true, which I believe All You Can Geek said, yep, count it. I believe we all. I think we said count it. When we finally say count it, we have a pretty good track record. I'm only going with Spider-Man and Ghost Rider, but we have probably done it a few other times. I want to get our track record of this, but it's usually pretty good when we say, yeah, this rumor is more than likely true.
Well, you nailed Supergirl too, Jim. So.
Yep. So I mean, there's just some feelings. You get those gut feelings. You just know it. Like all the news lines up properly, and the only one we haven't gotten yet, except for Mike, who is the only one on the side here, is that Fantastic Four villains and characters going back to Marvel, which I think is happening.
Yeah.
Still think it's happening.
I'm just surprised that it's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. It doesn't fit.
No, it's kind of their Doctor Strange character. It brings in a supernatural to it.
It makes no sense at all.
But no, we're getting Doctor Strange in the Marvel Universe. They're going to bring magic into it.
I get that.
So
they're
going
gonna
to
never
vengeance, but what? Why?
You'll never hear about Doctor Strange either on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Maybe, probably not. But we're
I
getting
just don't
Ghost Rider.
understand it. Like, where are they taking the show now? Like, what is the point of bringing in this character at this point?
I don't
We were
know.
up to our ears in Inhumans, and now it's like, magic. Have fun.
Yeah. And it's not Johnny Blaze, by the way.
No, it's not. It's the other, like we had mentioned.
Robbie Reyes or something like that.
Oh, really? Ooh.
He's the current one. That's why he's not driving a motorcycle. He's driving a car.
Mhm.
I just, it's just a can of worms that I don't know if that should
Now-
it's to open.
If Nicolas Cage popped in as Johnny Blaze, that would be cool.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I don't know. That'll be
We'll see.
interesting. The only other thing I don't really feel Ghost Rider's a movie quality character. I don't.
He'd be great on
really
Netflix series, though.
Right,
Yeah,
and
I-
that's what I was about to say. Like,
makes
if
more
they had a
sense
Netflix series, right, I could see that. But
Yeah.
we'll see.
All right. So that's Ghost Rider news. We had Carol Danvers was cast.
Cast, yeah.
Yep, she was. It's Brie Larson. Brie Larson cast as. Whoop, sorry, I'm getting like blown up on the phone right now. This is the problem with wearing a watch during the podcast. My phone is not here, and now the watch is coming off. There, I can't get interrupted anymore. Yep, can't get interrupted anymore. So yeah, Brie Larson. What do you guys think?
I think
Who
that
was she
she's
from again?
pretty perfect for it.
I think she is
she was
too.
in The Room, that movie where she was locked
Yeah,
away
yeah.
for whatever. She just won an Oscar, so that's
no.
what they do. So I think it fits really well. I think that's the person that everybody was hoping it would be.
Yeah.
And
I like how they just.
same thing with Cumberbatch. They're all like, this has got to be Cumberbatch's role, and
I like how
is.
it was like announced, like it was very like out of nowhere, and like they were finished with their panel and they wanted to do a group photo, and they're like, let's get everybody out here, and they brought everybody out, and it was like 5 minutes of setting up. He's like, no, let's get everybody out here, and he announces her, and I thought that was a pretty cool way to do it.
Yeah, no, I think the casting's good. Hopefully, she fits the role.
Yeah, I think that was a really good cast. So we'll see. Captain
One
Marvel.
thing really quick. One thing you mentioned though that I think is interesting point of conversation is at the panel where they brought all the people out for the movies. You notice there weren't a lot of original cast members, like original Avengers cast members, all new people. And we talked about this before, how end of what was originally just going to be Avengers 3, now Part 2 or whatever. People probably going to die or retire.
Yeah.
contracts are up, man.
Yeah,
Gotta
contracts
figure
are up.
something
Gotta.
Well, there was a major event in comic books that changes the character. So there may be other characters being recast. That guy's not even gotten his own movie yet. So there's a bunch of events that could happen in Avengers 3. It's going to be... It might be a bloodbath. Who knows? It could be. Let's see.
It is called Infinity War.
What kind of Spider-Man news? Did we get any Spider-Man news?
People got casted.
Yeah.
They showed a teaser, but I don't think it's online.
No,
It's not. It was a...
The guy that's playing Flash Thompson's like Hispanic or something, or like Italian or something,
Mhm.
and he's
really?
like small, like he's smaller than Parker. So that was kind of weird casting. It doesn't look like a typical jock.
That's weird.
We
Yeah,
did have
all I heard is
Good.
of lots of high school stuff for Homecoming, which is kind of what I was afraid of. But
Apparently, there's like this is one of the scenes they showed was the high school girls playing like bang, kill, marry with the Avengers.
Oh, that's awesome. All right. Well, we'll see. I don't know. I don't know. I'm questionable about that movie. I really am. Like, everybody's like, best version
Benny
of Spider-Man.
Glover wasn't there.
But see,
was
that's
he?
my point. That's my point, Tony. Best on-screen Spider-Man of all time. And then it could be a shit movie, okay? I'm just saying, it could be. It's got a potential to be a shit movie. And then what are you going to say about that Spider-Man? Because you
I
already
find that
said
highly
best Spider-Man you've ever
unlikely.
seen.
It's a possibility. There's a non-zero chance, but I find it highly unlikely.
I
The
don't know.
worst they could get is Thor 2,
Mm,
Dark World.
they get Iron Man
And that
too.
was just. I think Thor 2 is probably the weakest
You might be right.
Marvel movie. And
It was really watching that
And
the
it's not
second
that it's
time. That
bad,
was
it's
so
just
boring.
boring.
Yeah, it's so
Yeah.
boring. Guardians 2. We got Guardians 2 news. We found out who Kurt Russell's playing, which is what's his
The
name?
Living Planet, right?
Ego or something?
Yeah, the living planet Ego. Ego or Ego?
Echo?
Lego,
my
Lego,
Ego?
my Ego? Okay.
Ego
That's
is
why I
the
said
same way.
Ego, because if it's not Ego, then it's...
It's
it's only one
probably Ego,
Yeah.
I would think.
So we got that. I mean, we got his costume, and even though he's the living planet, he's got a costume. So he's going to be playing. What's his name? Wow, God, I'm
Star-Lord.
Star-Lord's dad.
Which I feel is a little spoilery to release as information before a
everyone
movie.
guessed that
Yeah.
Kurt Russell, when they cast Kurt Russell, everyone was like, that's
Instantly.
going to be Star-Lord's.
Yeah, but now he's also a planet, so interesting.
hmm
Yeah.
Okay.
Sylvester Stallone's also in the movie.
Really?
But yeah,
Really? I didn't hear that.
Go.
I don't know who's he's playing.
Yeah, I don't think they
I think it's going to be a
announced
Rocky cameo or a Rambo cameo.
Judge Dredd.
Maybe it could be a cameo. That'd be interesting. So we got a little bit of that news. I'm looking forward to that as being one of my favorite Marvel movies of
Apparently
every
the
movie.
footage they shown was really good too, and
Yeah.
the reason it's not out now is because James Gunn didn't want it to be out because it's not fully finished yet, like special effects.
So he's a
So
little
that's
annoyed with that. Let's go on to Netflix. Netflix has
Finally.
yeah.
Now we're getting to the good stuff.
Netflix. We saw a Luke Cage teaser. Let's kick it off with Luke Cage. A trailer, full trailer.
Full out superhero. I mean,
Yeah, bulletproof, everything.
just
It looks like they're
wrecking
gonna
shit.
give every character like a hallway type scene where just like them being a badass.
Yeah, a stairwell. That was one of the best
Stairwell.
scenes I've seen in Daredevil. Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Punisher scene was pretty good too in the prison.
Yeah, I'm gonna rewatch that series right now. I was thinking about it the other night. I'm like, I really want to rewatch. That's a series I have actually already rewatched season 1 once, which means I'm really liking that. If I'm gonna do it again,
So you excited for 3?
I am
It's
extremely.
confirmed.
I was shocked we got that. I mean, considering we're gonna do
Yeah,
the
we talked
Defenders,
about that. Yeah.
I really thought they would delay
I
that
actually
longer.
am a little disappointed that they're going to do season 3
What? Why?
because
Why?
I'd rather have them do more stuff with
Of
the other
Jessica
shows.
Jones?
If it's gonna take away from something, if it's not taking away from anything,
Well, it's
then
gonna
that's
hold.
fine.
They're gonna hold off
But-
on Jessica Jones season 2.
Then I don't want season 3 of Daredevil. I want to see more of some of these other characters that they got.
It's not that you don't want to see it. You don't want to see it delay other shows. Like it's not like
That's
you,
what I'm
you
just saying.
don't want to see
If it takes away from other stuff that could be out now, because we've already got 2 seasons of Daredevil, I don't necessarily need it, and I don't know if I'd like where it ended.
But we gotta see
I'm-
Kingpin.
Wasn't the strong? I mean, the season wasn't perfect. Obviously, we
Show
had
up in
some
other
gripes with it,
shows.
but
No,
And that's the whole
yeah.
point of this whole universe is that everybody's can interact with everybody else, and if we get more Defenders, I'm fine with that.
yeah, I
I
mean,
guess.
the Iron Fist trailer was pretty amazing as well. I mean, moving into that, this whole universe that they've built on Netflix
It reminded
looks
me very
awesome.
much of Doctor Strange, actually.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, I mean, they're
martial arts.
kind of
though.
like right. Instead of magic, it's like mysticism, martial art.
It's
kung fu.
magic.
Yeah,
It's magic
magic
martial
kung. Yeah, magic martial art. MMA.
I don't know. Yeah, MMA, magic martial arts.
I think we got a title there. Folks.
Yeah, maybe. So yeah, I don't know. I like that trailer, even though I mentioned that it didn't look as strange as Doctor Strange. Yep, that just
Well, I
said, that
guess
was
that
that
makes
was just said. I don't know. The Netflix shows are awesome. Like Jessica
They're
Jones was
nailing it, too,
fantastic.
so
I think Luke Cage is September 30th this year. Looking forward to that like crazy. And then I think Daredevil. Here's the thing with Daredevil. I think we're getting that in like December. I think it's
This
gonna be.
Think it's gonna be that soon?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be
No.
December or January. It's not gonna be April. I will guarantee. And I'll make a bet.
Guaranteed.
I will make a bet. Who wants to go against me on this
Daredevil
one?
comes
That
out
by
before-
January we get Daredevil season 3. By January. By the end of January. Give me by the end of January.
Dude,
I will take
like a
that
whole
bet.
show? That's
Yep.
dude. It's almost August right now. You think they're gonna film and release a show within like 4 months?
Yep.
Unless they've already filmed it.
Yep.
We don't know.
And they just didn't tell us.
I think they're already filming it.
Oh, that's possible. It's very possible.
It's possible.
I will take you on though, Jim. If
We got to bet. Write it down.
There it is.
I will take you on that.
Just till January. So we'll find out in October. I'm sure of it. We'll get an announcement. And they'll announce the date no matter what, even if it's going to be April. But they'll announce season 3's date in October at Comic-Con. So
Yeah.
we will know then. And I will be like, I told you so. Just watch. Because I'll explain it. Now that the bet's on,
Between these shows,
now that the bet's on, I'm going to explain my reasoning. Because,
and I will explain my reasoning.
okay, we are getting the Defenders next year, without a doubt. Right?
Mm-hmm.
They're going to try to move, instead of just doing 2 shows a year, they're going to move to 3. So they need to bump one up earlier in the year. Then you get the Defenders over the summer. Then you get Jessica Jones in the fall. Or,
Okay.
that's what I'm saying. That's
I
why
can
I'm
see
making
that.
my reasoning.
I could see that.
Yeah.
Have they announced Jessica Jones season 2?
No. And that's why they're going to do that. They'll do that at Comic-Con. Another prediction, but I can't make a bet on that one. Because that's a year off at that point.
Yeah.
So, but the Defenders will maybe get a release date as well. Like
See, the thing is,
May,
you're
June.
forgetting about Iron Fist, Jim. Where are they going to slot that in?
Okay. I forgot about Iron Fist. I don't know.
They're gonna do 4 shows a year.
They got
Money
and they
I'll
got
see.
they got Punisher.
that would be
And didn't the Punisher get the okay for a show?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did.
So
He's getting his own.
maybe we're just
Where are they
gonna
gonna put
get a
that,
lot of
Jim?
shows. Maybe we're just gonna get a lot of shows. It's maybe it's just
Well, they
gonna be a
are-
lot of original
A
programming.
lot of Netflix they're losing a lot of their third-party content. A lot
Yeah.
of it's now like a lot of the reason people are subscribing is because they have original content that's really good.
Yeah,
And these
they
Marvel
just
shows, they can just keep pumping them out. Like, it's just money in the bank.
well.
for them,
Here's the
so.
thing: as somebody who watches Netflix information quite a bit, because we all know I've invested.
Full disclosure, Jim
Full
has
disclosure,
money.
I
in the
have
game.
stock in them. Yeah. But as someone that does that, I watch this, and the issue that they run into now is subscriber retention. Because they get the people to sign up, and then they drop out in a month later after they've seen their shows. So I think by flooding the shows of original content, like at least one huge show a month, at least one, that's what they're trying to get to. You got House of Cards, you got Orange is the New Black, you've got Narcos now, I guess, is pretty popular. Then you got these other shows that, the Marvel stuff. So you've got 7 or 8 shows I just rattled off that they can do one per month.
Yeah. I'm
And
still.
then you got Voltron, Stranger Things.
Stranger
and
Things was fantastic.
Werewolf one, so-
We'll get to Voltron. Hold on, we'll get to Voltron. But
Yeah.
one thing, Jim's, and this is what I said from the very beginning when I think was it Arrested Development was the first Netflix original show, right?
No,
I was like,
Oh, House of
no,
Cards was.
House of Cards.
oh, I'm sorry,
yeah.
House of Cards. I was like, I can't believe they released a whole season on day one, and you could watch it all. Like you do a free trial
Yeah.
for a week, and then watch it and not pay.
It's
a
their
dime.
style, though. I mean,
I think at some point they're gonna have to change it.
I said that it would make sense. Now, as again somebody in the game that wants them to make some more money, I would sort of agree with you, but their entire purpose is this binge watching style. All of their
No,
shows
I
are
know,
built.
I know.
All of their shows are built around that.
That is their gimmick, also.
Yeah,
Like
even Voltron, which we'll get into, is built around that style.
Yeah.
Like,
No, I know.
So they would have to reformat their shows. It just doesn't. I don't know if they will. I don't know. But anyway, so we had good Marvel lineup from Netflix. Daredevil season 3 listed as coming soon. We had what else? Voltron announced season 2,
Season 2 by the end of 2016.
which is awesome. Yeah, that's fantastic. We're because we just mentioned how much we wanted a second season of that.
Yeah.
I
Sorry,
would
did you
love.
finish that yet?
I have not finished it. I think I'm on 9 or 10.
I would love for them to do
It's
the
like
same
the
thing.
second to last episode.
Yeah, you need to get this done. You need to get this done. I would love to do.
Stop at the second to last episode.
They should do the same thing with Stranger
It was
Things.
getting a little dull for me, actually.
Whoa! It got better at the end.
Yeah.
Like, once they left, I was like, then I was like, oh, this is going to get good. And then just more of the same. I was like, oh, wow, it's more of the same. Because it was really good in the beginning. And, like, it brought me back to the Avatar days. And, like, this is cool. Characters are awesome. But then it just started to feel like it was dragging. So that's why I haven't gotten back to it. But I definitely plan on finishing it. It's not been a priority.
Yeah.
20 minutes. 20 minutes.
20 minutes. It's quick.
You watch that on the toilet.
Did you watch Stranger Things?
So I've not seen that yet.
That's fantastic, and that's another show that I hope gets a second, like the same thing, Tony, where we might get a
It's already-
second half of a season later, half of the year. Maybe
Well, they've
that's
already announced.
maybe
There's
that's
a
what they're
season.
gonna do, though. Think about that. Yeah, they already announced season 2, but they didn't announce a release date. Maybe this is what they're gonna do at Netflix. They're gonna do like a 13 episode or an 8 episode, then another 8 in the
don't
second
tell
half.
me. You gotta buy the DVDs and season A bundle and then season 5B bundle, whatever. Like that not Game of Thrones.
We could
but-
all thank Battlestar
The Sopranos.
Galactica. Galactica, I
Oh.
think, started that.
Is that what they?
Yeah.
I don't remember what started it, but
Mhm.
oh man,
So, we had a nice South Park season 20 tease. That was pretty awesome. God, Comic-Con was so full of stuff. We had a cookout that whole weekend. We were like,
Yeah.
it was tough to keep up with everything. Yeah, I mean that's pretty awesome. And then we get into gaming news. So we're not going to get into this podcast. We'll get into the
you
next
guys
episode.
still want to mention
Walking Dead.
Legion? Oh no,
Oh, Legion. I saw the Legion trailer.
that looks so stupid.
Yeah.
It's like
Why is it? Why are they
X-Men.
making it like a comedy, serious, like a serious comedy thing? Like I don't know. Like it was a weird mix.
yeah, it looked really weird, and they're talking openly about mutants and
Yeah.
stuff. It's weird. Like
Yep.
I don't get it.
Yep.
And it's on FX, right?
Yeah, it's an FX show. So
Yeah. I don't know. I thought that was a bad trailer.
okay.
So
Anything else you guys want to talk about with Comic-Con?
Was there? Did they even? Not that I really care. Did they even talk about CW shows at all, or no? 'Cause
there's
I didn't.
Yeah.
CW panel. And
There were
stuff,
sizzle
yeah.
reels for
Yeah, I
Flash,
think
for
so.
Arrow. There was like Kid Flash shown.
Mhm.
There's a whole bunch of stuff from that side.
Black Canary.
Anything noteworthy?
Black Canary
yeah,
signed a
so-
contract to be across all of the shows on CW now.
Yeah, which is strange because she shouldn't be,
She's gonna be across
alive.
all of them. That's the Flash. That includes the guy that plays Malcolm Merlin. God, why
Yeah.
do I draw blanks on names?
John
Barrowman. So he's the same contract. He signed it to be on Legends of Tomorrow, Flash, Arrow. He'll be on all of those shows, and I don't know if that includes Supergirl now, but I think it does.
So what's
if they want
strange
to throw them
about
in,
this?
they can.
Yeah,
What's strange about this to me is, like you said, so you're going to say Flashpoint would be the reason why Laurel is going to be back, but they also had a preview for next year of Arrow, which seemed to follow directly the awful finale of Arrow last year. So I don't know what's happening or how they're going to explain this away, but I really don't think Flashpoint's going to do too much more than maybe bring her back somehow.
maybe.
Yeah, I
Don't know,
watched
don't care.
Arrow trailer. I don't
You
know
watched which
why.
one?
Arrow trailer.
Yeah, I did too.
It's
But
like all the new kids.
yeah,
Like it's like we're building a new team. I'm like, wait, I thought the whole point with getting rid of these people is not to have a team. Like, what are you doing?
Wait, he's building a new team.
that's his promise.
Yeah.
Who's it going to consist of?
The
Black
villains.
guy from the last season.
Artemis.
Artemis,
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
we'll
Yeah,
see.
essentially.
Ugh, I'm done with that show.
Yeah. Like, it's so sad. The Flash trailer I watched as well. I did like Eobod's
Yeah,
last line at the end. When
Yeah.
He's like, "Who's the villain now, Flash?"
yeah.
I didn't
But
see that one.
I liked the trailer for that, but I liked the show last season. It wasn't as good as the first season, but it wasn't as bad as Arrow. So, and I'm not.
I
That's
really
not
hope
giving
that
it a lot of credit, I
Flashpoint
guess. But
will affect everything and make these shows a little better. That's my
yeah,
one wish, that they
Yeah.
could actually affect this in
Yeah.
a positive way.
But just-
because that's the perfect story to do that. Like,
yeah,
fuck everything else. Let's just start over. We have a whole new set of characters and shows that we can, put out there. And
But that's
Frost-
just not going to
Frost-
happen.
no.
Like they
I hope it
specifically
does.
said
I think
that's
it
not
might.
going to happen when they talked about it with the Flash.
I hope
people.
that's all lies, Mike. Lies.
We'll see.
They
we'll see.
know that people like your average TV viewer is not going to want the entire show to be erased. So far,
It's so fun. Some of the
They're just
comments are
not.
hilarious, though, with the arrows. It's like, all right, so you got rid of everybody that was actually okay, and then you left the worst part of the show in the show.
No, so
listed.
in Flashpoint, Flashpoint's not a permanent effect. They can undo what they've done. I mean, and that's what's going to happen throughout the season. But from what I understand, it's going to happen quickly. And I was expecting a half a season of this.
Yeah.
So that's all. I mean, it's not a permanent fixture, anyways, Mike. I mean, I was never expecting Flash. It's not permanent. It gets undone, So I'm fine with that. But I want it to last longer than what it's going to, I think. So that's my biggest gripe with what I've seen so far with Flash.
yeah, I still feel like it's going to be like a two-parter to start the season, and that'll be the end of
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, you might be right, but I hope not. So
The only other thing I want to mention that I thought looks really good is American Gods. It's on Stars.
I didn't see that one.
It's a comic. The guy that did Sandman wrote
Oh.
this comic.
Okay.
It's about basically when everybody came to America, they brought all their gods with them, like who they prayed to and worshipped, and they are personified in real life. And then as time goes on, all those people's beliefs and who they worship changed into TV and media and stuff like that. So those all get personified, and it's about Ian McShane from the HBO show Deadwood, and the guy from the 100 that Jim knows who I'm talking about. He's the star.
Wait,
it's
which
like
one? There's like billion guys in 100.
He's not on the 100 anymore. I'll just say that.
There's a billion people not in the 100 anymore.
I don't want to give it away for people that are going to listen.
Tony,
to it, but-
please watch the 100, please.
Okay, that's next. I just watched Stranger Things, man.
I know, and that's awesome to have watched, and that's a
But,
quick one. That's a quick watch.
It's kind of like they're saying similar to like a supernatural style show.
Okay.
It looks pretty good. The trailer is pretty good.
Cool.
I thought it was filmed really well. So, and it's on Stars, which is really weird. So
Yeah.
we'll see how that goes.
All right. Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. All right, getting to what we've watched, guys, for the week. Well, I can say 3 of us went and saw The Killing Joke last night. And this is before it comes out on Blu-ray. We saw a Fathom event at AMC.
It's out digitally, though.
It is out digitally today. So we saw it, and there is some very, very controversial things that happen in this movie. I've been kind of following it on Facebook and Twitter. Like, there's trending things that you watch, and people are just really upset about certain situations. And I think we can... I don't know. I don't really want to spoil the movie, but there's certain things we have to talk about to I think we have to mention it, right?
I guess so.
I mean,
Yeah, let's spoil the movie.
Put
Just
this
spoil
out
it.
here.
Do
If
it.
you read The Killing Joke, you know a
Yeah.
lot of to expect from the movie.
Except
but at
for
the
the-
same time, you do not
Yeah.
know what to expect.
Except for
from
the
this movie.
first 30 minutes of the movie is completely added in. It's brand new. And I remember, Corey, about 20 minutes in, you're like, I don't know when The Killing Joke's starting. And we're like 20 minutes into the movie. So we get this Barbara Gordon, Batgirl storyline.
The problem with this movie is it's a Batgirl movie.
Yeah. They make it into a Batgirl movie.
This part is.
And later on, too. I mean, the whole thing is, like, you're going to get big sequences with Batgirl.
Yeah.
And
I don't...
kind of make Joker and Batman afterthoughts.
That's what I don't understand, why they chose to do that with this movie. That's what we're talking about on the way back in the car. Like, the fact that she was Batgirl in this story has nothing to do with the story. It's about the Joker.
So you know The Killing Joke, like the main theme of The Killing Joke. You read The Killing Joke, Tony? Like, the main theme for me is that Joker wants to prove that everybody has a breaking point.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
Batman's on the and he wants Batman to finally break, basically. And Batman is on the verge of killing Joker for being so crazy and trying to deal with the fact that he doesn't want to do that. And how does he handle it? And that's the whole theme of the book. And so then the ending really leaves it up in the air what's going to happen, because this whole time you're thinking, oh my gosh, Batman's up on the verge of killing somebody. Joker's on the verge of making everybody go crazy. And so, like, who won that battle? And that's what makes the end so great, because it's like this unstoppable force meets an immovable object.
Yep.
Like, what do you do? What happens? And that just kind of gets left behind, and it's an afterthought.
With the fact that they opened this...
I
and
wouldn't say it's
closed
an
it.
afterthought, but they just added a bunch of stuff that had nothing to do with that.
But then they
didn't
also
make you feel like it was as important, and
Yes.
I think that's where
They
it
even
failed.
ended the movie with Oracle. Like, spoiler, but...
That's how they ended the movie?
Yeah.
No, it's like
It's
mid-credits.
a stinger
It's a mid-credit
sequence.
stinger. So, like, it starts with Batgirl, ends with Batgirl, but it's a Batman and Joker story. That's I think what I didn't like the most about this. I didn't mind the Killing Joke story itself. I thought that was fine, but I expected them to. I never read the comic book, so it's tough for me to talk about. I can't. I thought they were going to drag out the psychotic, trying to turn Jim Gordon psychotic, make him psychotic. I thought they were going to drag that out. You know?
Yeah, they fucked him up real bad.
It was
I
like 2 quick sequences he ran on him. That was it. Like,
I mean, yeah, it just, the timing doesn't quite translate from comic book to movie as well, because you can dwell on what you're seeing, dwell on the panels, on the pages, and sort of get more of a sense of an elapsed time in the comics.
Sometimes imagination is just much more like impactful than what you actually can see, and I think that's where this movie falters, is that nothing's left up to the imagination, because you're not filling in these gaps. You're shown everything, and unfortunately, it's not as, as I said before, impactful on screen. And not to say I didn't dislike this movie as much as a lot of people. I thought it was a good film, and I'd like to see this on screen. And damn, when I read this comic, it was Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill as the voices in my head.
Yeah.
So like that, to me, like fit perfectly for it. So I was really excited to see it. And like I did get a couple chills when I heard some of the lines spoken by Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill.
Taking nothing away from the voice performances at all in this movie, and even the Killing Joke story was fine. But go on.
Yeah, I was just saying, like, I've seen those guys actually perform. This was really great.
Yeah.
It's just I felt it was a shame that they didn't make the focus of this film Joker and Batman, because it felt like the focus was Barbara Gordon and Batgirl and the things that happened to her. Like everything seemed like they tried to make it go back to her in some way.
We're gonna like just really straight up spoil this because Tony, you don't really have to see this movie. Like I just canceled my. I canceled my pre-order.
Yeah,
So Batman
knows the story.
Batman and Batgirl in the beginning of this movie have sex.
Well, not in the very beginning.
No, but it's like an angsty sex, and I'm just like, wait, that shouldn't even what? And that was the most awkward thing in the entire movie. Like it's just like what? It doesn't make any sense.
The whole first 25 minutes, the whole Batgirl prologue was super cringy.
Yeah,
it was almost like someone else was like it was a separate movie almost. Like
it was
than the Killing Joke thing.
And
it was. That's why I don't say it's the focus, because I feel like it's just a different movie, like, pasted on the front of it.
Yeah.
And
it had nothing to do with the movie.
And it was awful. All of it was awful. Batgirl comes across... I know they wanted to do this so she's not just a victim, so we could get a little context of who she is and what she lost, except the worst thing they did was they made the reason why she stopped being Batgirl isn't because she gets paralyzed, but it's because she had sex with Batman and it's awkward.
Yeah.
She quit after that. That's the reason why, and that is awful. So they did this so she's not just a victim, but they made it much, much worse by making her character much, much worse and being this, like, irrational, like, awful, just bad character. And this cringe-inducing opening for, like, the first 25 minutes. I don't know what they were thinking, other than trying to provide context for people who don't know that she was Batgirl. But still, it was... awful. Honestly, like, that first 25 minutes was awful.
Yeah.
And in the comic, I never thought that Joker ever physically did something to Barbara
it's a demented thing to him to...
I don't know if you thought that, Tony, or not.
Oh, yeah, totally. It's a whole big rapey thing.
I understand.
I saw those panels, and I get the impression that he's... psychotic.
He actually didn't.
Well, no, that's the whole... That goes, like, ties back into Commissioner Gordon, why he snaps, because... Joker's like, look what we did to your daughter, bro. Like,
no, I know,
but that's
the photos. Yeah. I just never thought that Joker took part in that, and that's something that he needed to do himself.
Himself.
I understand that he had like his thugs there, and that they definitely did stuff to her, but I never thought it was him.
Yeah.
Like in this film, they really make sure he needs to get himself off.
Yeah.
Like they added a sequence. That wasn't in the comic book. That doesn't even imply. It just straight up tells you that he basically...
Every time he breaks out of prison, he goes to get his shit off. His rocks off.
He visits horrors after he goes to prison. And then he didn't have to because he went and saw Barbara.
Yep. So
But
I mean, overall, I thought the movie was actually pretty good. With that part excluded, the beginning part.
The Killing Joke part was fine.
Yeah.
But... I don't see.
I haven't even seen it, but that's the one thing that, like, out of all the stuff that ever happens in the DC, like Tim universe, like the Bruce Timm universe, that part always bothered me. Where like you find out that after Robin as Nightwing, left the team, then Batman started dating Barbara. I was like, that's creepy, dude. You just started hooking up with your like prodigal son, essentially's ex-girlfriend. That's fucking weird, man. Like, fucking weird.
Yeah, that reminds me. I also thought that the opening was kind of awkward just because there's no mention of, like, Robin or Nightwing.
It's just Batgirl in the universe.
It's just Batgirl with her, like, she's his Robin.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. It was very strange.
Yeah,
and
that's...
and then the only thing that bothered me. And it was not...
I didn't mind that. I
didn't mind the ending at all, but I didn't read the book, so I didn't mind the ending at all, though. But
the ending,
I leave it open-ended, Corey? Is that what
they left it open-ended?
Well, they left it just as open-ended as they did.
No,
not quite as. No. They left it more. I think they left it more open-ended than from what you guys have described. Because nothing happened, or did it? Something happened in the comics. Something happened in the comics.
Exactly. That's that's the whole thing. This ending was so. Because they're laughing, you don't sometimes realize who's laughing in the comics.
Right, that was the whole point.
Who's no idea, like what's going on here. Here, who's laughing.
Yeah,
and it's
at the end, yeah.
And like as the panels, like it's his hand, in his hand, and then in this he's just like, hey, let's hug it out, bro. It's like, what is the like? I really disliked how they.
I thought it was about the same. Really.
I wanted it to be much more of an Inception style, like, oh shit, what just happened? Like, did it happen? Did it not happen? Like,
I still feel that. What did you think happened from the movie then?
I think he put his hands on his shoulders and then he took them away.
That's what I got from it.
But he laughed last.
He laughed last.
Yeah, Joker stopped laughing.
Yeah, it's because
so
he's like.
Then what happened?
He broke
What
Batman.
happened
Took him away. It was. I guarantee.
Took him away.
Most people will assume from this movie, the way that it ends, that he went by the book.
Yeah,
You don't know for sure. It's no.
I do know.
No, you don't.
No,
you don't.
You don't know what happens to the Yanks. They just fade away. But
They fade away, but come on.
I don't see it as any less ambiguous than the comic was. I don't. In fact, I feel like this one implies more that he may have killed him than the comic did, because
especially the last words that Gordon says to him, and this is like
he said that in the comic too.
I know, but how they emphasize it's like again, it's visually and hearing things is so different than when
the fact that you actually know that it's Batman laughing last by a bit too, and that Joker, if he's conscious, is gonna probably be laughing.
Because in the comic, there's like a sound effect. That's not.
I don't know if there is. Is there?
I'm pretty sure there is.
I'm not sure if there is. I have to go back.
But I think that it works way better on the page than it does on screen.
Yeah.
So we can move.
Yeah, we should. Rated R shouldn't have been. There's no reason for it. But
no,
whatever.
they hid the little bits of actual
tamer
nudity
than the comic book.
Yeah, the comic there was little bits of actual nudity that you could find, but they hid it in this one.
Yeah, there's no reason for this to be rated R. There really isn't. There was some,
it wasn't any darker
swearing.
Than
Yeah, it wasn't. So, yep. All right, we've watched that. Okay, individually, I'll kick us off. I watched The Night Before. Is that other one from Pineapple Express Crew? Yeah, whatever that one was. That Christmas movie from the Pineapple Express Crew. I watched that. That was very bad. I didn't like that movie. I watched that, and what else? That's pretty much it for me, for new stuff watched. Star Trek.
I was going to say,
Star Trek. Star Trek Beyond. I went and saw that with Corey, which I like that a lot. One of my favorite movies this year, without a doubt.
Really?
Without a doubt.
You think it's the best out of the three?
Yes.
I think it was the best out of the three also.
Yeah. And Corey, how often do Corey and I agree? That's not... It was good. It was very good.
Okay. All right.
So, Corey, yeah, I mean... I loved it.
I really liked it too. It's probably the best movie this summer. I haven't really gotten to see much movies this summer. Obviously, Civil War.
It's not up against a lot, but it's a lot more fun. It's a lot more overall. I got the same vibe. Okay, we've done this before. The Dark Knight against Iron Man. I would watch Iron Man over and over again, even though The Dark Knight's a better movie. Mm-hmm. It's the same thing with Civil War and like something like this. So, like, I would watch this over and over again because it's just something easier to watch, I guess. Makes more sense.
Okay.
That's all.
I mean, Civil War is still great. Oh, thanks, Mike.
There it is.
There's no sound effect.
There's an E at the
so
end.
I was wrong about the sound effect, but it's way better on page. Mike just sent us the last panel.
The last panel's Killing Joke from the comic.
But Star Trek Beyond is a great film. I don't think it definitely fits in this new Star Trek universe, but it's not so much what you expect from, say, the original Star Trek team or even Next Generation Star Trek, even though that was getting more actiony. This is a lot more action, a lot more fun.
It had Star Trek elements, though, that I liked, but it still was
had
good.
That Fast and the Furious feel to me.
Yeah, it did. But I am a Star Trek fan who's rewatching the original series right now, and I still like this movie quite a bit.
Yeah,
and I like the new character. She was fantastic in this movie. The female, the girl, she was really good in this movie. She's a new actress, really, on the scene from Kingsman. New actress, so she was really good. But and Scotty, Simon Pegg was fantastic.
Yep.
So
he wrote most of this movie.
Yeah, and he was great in it.
It's pretty good.
Corey, what else have you been up to?
Watch-wise, that's pretty much it. Just I watched You Before Me with my wife Sonia, which was that Amelia Clarke, Daenerys.
I heard that's like a really, not to be sexist or anything, but like chick flick type of.
Oh, well, of course, it's definitely a chick flick. I mean, so those
Okay,
that same like the
We
Notebook.
allow chick flick statements allowed on this podcast.
What is the whole? I forget that guy's name, whatever his name is, but that writes all these novels that they turn into movies. But
Nicholas Sparks.
There you go. That's the guy.
Yeah, I've heard that from my girlfriend.
But it's a much higher quality film. I think they did a great job, and the acting was really well done. And I felt for these characters. I didn't realize how emotive like her eyebrows are. Like if you see like a scene from this, like her eyebrows are like all over the place. Daenerys, whatever. Her name's Clark in this too, which is funny. Her last name. But it was pretty decent, and it was an interesting movie. And like I could have told Sonya what was going to happen in the end, but she was like biting her nail, like what's going to happen at the end? And she's like, how did you know that's how it's going to end? I was like, all these movies, I like that.
We take objective approaches to these movies.
But other than that, yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right, Mike.
But my wife did see Star Trek as well. Just want to mention she thought it was amazing. One of her favorite films.
Cool. Mike.
I don't know if I really watched anything else. I did on a whim. I guess I was really bored. Watch Turtles 3 again on Netflix just to see if it,
3.
Yeah, mostly to see if it was bad enough to give someone for a bet. It's not quite bad enough.
I have the next movie's queued for me, and I cannot wait. And in
It's
fact,
not quite bad
if it's
enough.
not watchable, I will promise you I will go out and buy it for somebody to watch. That's how badly I want to have these people.
I have
you guys
to watch
this.
Sleepover still, so I did bookmark it. So
Yes,
I will. I promise to watch that before our next podcast.
Yes. Who I owe?
What's
We're
that?
even, Mike, because of the payback from the other movie. I already had watched it. Wait, I owe you one more movie you need to pick still. And so does
All right,
Tony,
yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I still gotta watch one of the Adam Sandler movies.
Yeah. God, it's overall going to be watching Adam Sandler, but I can't watch him because I've seen him. Tony, what have you been up to, watching-wise?
Stranger Things.
Yes.
Awesome. Amazing. Like, if you are a fan of 80s in general, if you're a fan of E.T.
If you were born in the
Alien,
early 80s.
Yeah. If
grew
you have
up in
any love for the
America.
80s at all, you should watch that show. Like, everything about that show
it, yeah.
is amazing. Like, not even gonna lie, like, Jim, you hyped it up so much, and then I started seeing everybody on my Facebook feed start talking about it. I'm like,
Yeah.
this has high expectations now. And Friday night, I was like, all right, it's like 10 o'clock. I don't really feel like playing a game. Let me start watching this. I was like, man, I'll get like an episode or two in. And it's like 3 a.m. I'm like, holy shit, I should go to bed.
Yep. It's great.
Yeah, I binged it the whole weekend. So, awesome show. Definitely hope there's a season 2. I don't know. If you guys watch it, I'd like to do a spoiler cast on it. But
Yeah, I would love to.
It's awesome.
Love to do that. So,
Yeah.
binge it,
I will
Corey.
put that there.
Binge it.
I know I've been planning on watching it. Just one of those things that
It's 8 episodes.
hyping it up and like been talking about it. I see it all over the place, and
Yeah.
I know it's gonna be good. And I'm a huge fan of the genre. And there's a whole there's actually a Reddit thread of every movie that's referenced in that. They just like list them all and what the reference was. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not gonna look at all this. I just want to peek at it. But
honestly, like,
all those
Yeah.
movies.
I hope that actually Netflix lets them do another series too. Like, I would love to see their version of like a slasher, a 80s slasher, like, you know, Freddy Krueger or Jason, something like that. Like, in that same style where it's not just like, hey, 2 hours of like just fucking teenagers you don't care about dying, and it's more like a, you know, adventure kind of like survival or horror kind of thing. It's like,
Yeah.
that'd be an interesting take, you know, because now you get 8 hours to do stuff, or 13 hours if it's a 13 episode series.
Yeah.
I think it could be interesting, and maybe, hopefully, knock on wood, they have something for October.
That'd be great.
Maybe.
That's what I'm thinking. Maybe we do get like a,
Yeah.
I don't know, something like that.
Yeah.
All right. I think that's going to wrap up Moviecast, episode 302. Listeners, if you like what you've seen, write us podcast. If you don't, if you want to question, comment, whatever you have for us, write us podcast@allycangeek.net. Follow us on Twitter. Like us on Facebook. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel, which this will be on. This is already on if you're watching it. Don't forget to subscribe so you get notified when we post things. I do usually post the YouTube videos slightly before the actual feed goes out, so you get a little bit of a notification earlier if you subscribe. So there you go. Anything else to add, guys? Are we going to wrap it up? Good?
Put a bow on it.
I almost said the same
That's
thing.
it.
All right. That's it. Bye.